that was quite easily the most bizarre, messed up week of football that I've seen this year, maybe even in the last couple of years. That was awful. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the official EggFooty tipping competition round 12 predictions. Time flies when you're having fun. Now, I apologize for last week. My editing program, Adobe Premiere Pro, decided not to work, so I was unable to get you the tipping video last week. I just put it up on my Twitter. Luckily, I got it working again for the round review, just barely though. But yeah, hopefully that shouldn't happen again this year. As I mentioned before, pretty weird week of tipping. I'm going to put my tips on screen right now. I ended up going 0-4, which was really crap, but Fremantle and GWS won, which I was pretty happy about, so that lessened the blow a little bit. And then I won 4 in a row with Gold Coast coming in clutch. I changed my tip at the very last second, and I felt like an absolute genius for doing so. And then my Brisbane Lions at the end, they were unable to defy the match fixing, and they went down to the Crows. I gotta stop saying that, people will think I'm serious. Well, let's have a look at the top 10 now. Interesting to see how my tipping competition went this week. I went through and had a look. Nobody in the entire tipping competition, 434 people, managed to score above 6, which was insane. Apparently, AFL themselves reckon only like 11 or 10 people got 9 out of 9 perfect, and I think if you got 9 out of 9, you're either a psychic, blind, lucky. In any case, absolutely nobody did well this week. It was just a weird week of football. As for me, I did surprisingly well, even though I did pretty trash. I'm still in 145 out of 434. Considering I was 180 a couple weeks ago, that's not too bad. It's the first round of buys, so less work for me to do. And let's have a look at my round 12 predictions. Starting off, we got Friday night at the MCG, Melbourne taking on Carlton. Now, I'm very comfortable in predicting Melbourne to get up against Carlton here quite comfortably. Even though they lost against Fremantle last week, Carlton are in the absolute shit at the moment. They have a lot of off-field turmoil. I think it's going to be a bit of a distraction for them. And I think Melbourne are a better side just objectively. And I think they should have no problem getting up against Carlton, who are in trouble, to put it lightly. Next up, Saturday afternoon at Adelaide Oval, we've got Port Adelaide taking on Hawthorn. The Power have won 8 wins in a row, and I think it's going to go to 9 in a row. Hawthorn showed some good signs against St Kilda. They've shown that they're capable of some good things. I just think everything's lining up for Port Adelaide this game. It's at their home ground. They're in terrific form. They had a great win last week, and I think they should be able to take care of Hawthorn quite easily, all things considered. Next up, twilight game at Optus Stadium. We've got West Coast taking on Collingwood. Now, I ended up tipping Collingwood to win this game, and I think it's obvious. I don't think I've tipped West Coast at all this season, have I? Let me go back and check. I tipped them once in round 3, and it was the biggest mistake I've ever made in my entire life. Never doing that again this entire year. Collingwood are a terrific side. They're doing really good. I think they should have no problem in taking down West Coast, and approximately 97% of people on the website agree with me. Next up, Marvel Stadium, Saturday night, Western Bulldogs, Geelong Cats. Typically, it would be Geelong going in as favourites, but I think I'm going to back the Western Bulldogs. Even though they lost against Gold Coast last week, I don't know, I just got a weird feeling. We might see a few more upsets this week, and interestingly enough, 58% of people on the website reckon Western Bulldogs are going to get up, so, you know, that's going to be an interesting game. Yeah, Geelong had no business losing against GWS last week, and same with Bulldogs and Gold Coast, I'd argue. I'll talk a bit more about that later, but for now, I think I'll go Western Bulldogs to get up against Geelong. It'll be closer. I reckon it'll be about like 1 point or 2 points, something really silly like that. We need a good Saturday night game. Meanwhile, happening at the same time at TO Stadium, we've got Gold Coast taking on Adelaide. Now, 70% of people on the website reckon Adelaide's gonna get up, and you're gonna think I'm a fucking retard for this, but I'm gonna back Gold Coast to get up against Adelaide. Now, Adelaide are looking really good. They made my Brisbane Lions look like shit last week. And Gold Coast, they were able to defy the match fixing, and quite literally, I'd argue. If you saw that 50-meter penalty, you'd agree with me. And that Waitman free kick. And, you know, they're starting to find some form, I think. And And even though realistically Adelaide will probably get up, I have a weird feeling that we'll see 2 upsets in the Bulldogs and the Gold Coast games. That's my big call for the week. Gold Coast upsetting Adelaide. Sunday arvo at Giant Stadium, we've got GWS taking on Richmond. Now, Richmond look the absolute dog's cock at the moment. They don't look good. Even though it's going to be pretty much a home game for them at Giant Stadium, because Giants have like no mates, I still think GWS should take care of Richmond. They had a massive win against Geelong last week, and they held off a massive comeback at the end to get over the line, which was really, really good to see, even though it fucked up my tipping. I think Adam Kingsley's starting to get them into some form, and I think they'll go to 5-7 against Richmond. Finally, at Marvel Stadium, we've got Essendon taking on North Melbourne. Now, I do have Essendon winning this game, but I think it's going to be closer than people think. North Melbourne, they did pretty good against Collingwood, all things considered. 30 points. I'll take that as a W if I'm a North Melbourne supporter. I think they're starting to build a little bit, and I think this game will be closer than people think. That'll be really interesting to see how North react to last week and the week before. They wanted to make a statement after that bullshit interchange infringement crap against Sydney, and I think they did against Collingwood. And then we got these teams having a bye, and I am going to back my Brisbane Lions to win against the bye. I'll be very concerned if they didn't. And there you have it. Another day, another buffet of predictions that'll probably be massively wrong, but that's okay. Best of luck to you and your tipping this week. Let me know down in the comments if you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm right. And before you go, I would like to give a shout out to our tier 3 channel members, Sharksray, Big Mac Jon, and our newest tier 3 channel member, North Melbourne is better than my Lions. That's his actual name, this cheeky fucking cunt. I love you for giving me money. I fucking hate you, you cheeky bastard. You dare embarrass me like this, you fucking prick. If you want me to say stupid shit like this, make sure you buy the tier 3 channel membership, and you can make me say anything as long as you have it as your username. You could have me read out the entire B movie script if you can fit it into your username if you wanted to. I'm surprised nobody did this sooner. That's so fucking evil. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you tomorrow for the round 11 review. Ciao.